You see them in parks in most big cities, people exercising and meditating to the teachings of Falun Gong. Practitioners say it heals body and mind. It is led by a megalomaniac fraud known as Master Li Hongji, who claims to be an interdimensional being with supernatural powers. Falun Gong, also known as Falun Darfar, started in China in 1992. It was based on traditional meditation and breathing exercises called Qigong, but its founder, Li Hongji, added a supernatural layer. It would prepare people to return home to heavenly kingdoms where they had once dwelled. It would even teach practitioners to levitate. After being banned from China in 1999, Li had moved its headquarters to New York. They called this 400-acre compound Dragon Spring. Li had also found several media outlets for its propaganda, including Shen Yun Performance Group. Conservative media Epoch Time News, New Tang Dynasty Television, and several YouTube channels. Li Hongji says Donald Trump is the God-sent person to destroy Communist Party of China. That is why it spent millions of dollars to support Trump election.
Because of Trump is very hard on China in terms of Falun Gong persecution, they think that, Trump is a hope for them for us to eventually be able to survive in China.
Their spiritual belief, yes. And it is a sort of spiritual practice, right? Spiritual group, is that Donald Trump is like a key figure in delivering the final judgment and victory over Chinese communism that they so anxiously wait for.
That is 100% correct.
Besides claiming to have supernatural powers, Falun Gong members are not allowed to have medical treatment. Li said, "Thus, in my lectures, I will always say that practitioners of Falun Darfar are not allowed to treat illness. If you treat illness, you are not a practitioner of Falun Darfar." This cult has strict rules for its practitioners.
They wanted to include medication, and she refused because Falun Gong has a principle where you are absolutely not allowed to have any kind of medical treatment. It means you are a bad practitioner. It means you do not fully trust Master Li.
In Falun Gong teachings are, you don't acknowledge illnesses. There's plausible deniability because Li has a range of teachings in there ways that says, if you're sick, go to the hospital. But they're always in a sort of pass-off kind of disclaimer sort of a way. And the thrust of the teachings is that Master Li can cure all of your illnesses, and you just have to believe in him.
So people are dying because of Master Li?
Oh, absolutely. They're dying because of the teachings of Master Li. They're dying because of his dangerous teachings, and because of their belief, their belief to the point of being willing to die for those teachings.
A Vietnamese woman who murdered 2 men and encased their bodies in concrete has been sentenced to death in July. She followed a controversial religious named Falun Gong, but took its practices to extreme measures, insisting members fasted for up to 2 weeks at a time and cut all ties with their families. When one of her cult members tried to escape, she and others murdered him and buried his body in concrete. The second victim was electrocuted and strangled to death by the group members after he broke their strict rules by eating, masturbating, and had intentions to have sex with other members, according to testimonies of the defendants. Fortunately, some people find Falun Gong getting more and more evil. As an Australian points out, I agree that Falun Gong is getting more and more evil. For some reasons, my local library allows them to place their newspaper there. Their news are full of bias and even fake.